Hey,
Why are you messaging me when we're sat next to each other?
I'd feel edgy talking about this even if we lowered our voices.
This?
The inheritance.
You want to talk about that now?
Even if you subtract the taxes, it's $800,000. $800K! I'm so astonished I'm finding it hard to relax.
You have a point.
It came from selling off some land they originally bought for dirt cheap, which exploded in value with the development of a nearby resort. Is what they said, right?
Yeah. Apparently they left almost all the money behind untouched.
It's such a crazy amount. My head feels funny. I know it's a little disrespectful to be discussing this so soon after your dad passed away. But no matter what I do, I can't relax.
Yeah, I'm pretty restless myself as the one who inherited it.
I want to settle down before we arrive home, and I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. But since we are where we are, I thought it'd be better to message you.
Fair enough. Go on.
I'll just come straight out with it. Have you thought about how you're going to use the $800,000?
No, not yet. But I did inherit as part of my dad's will. So I want to avoid spending it lightly.
Yeah, I get that.
At any rate, I think it's best we keep it quiet for now. If we start spending it unwisely and people catch on, it could cause us problems with the figure being as high as it is.
Even from me and Trent?
Yeah, I think so. For now, at least. Mia's in the middle of her high school exams right now, and next year, it'll be Trent's turn. I think we should avoid anything that might shock them. When we do eventually tell them, let's make sure the time is right.
Dad, I know you're in the middle of work, but can you reply?
Huh? Mia?
Is now a good time?
Yeah, I'm on a direct train home from work, so it's fine. What is it?
I'm on the way home from school.
Huh? Shouldn't you be at your after-school club now?
The teacher's advisor had some stuff going on, so today got canceled. But when I decided to stop by the bookstore on one of my changeovers on the way home,
What's up?
I saw Mom flirting with some guy on the open terrace of some cafe.
What?
I only managed to get the guy from behind, but do you want to see a picture?
Show me, please. This is...
It's hard to tell from the picture, but they had their fingers intertwined and were gazing to each other's eyes while deep in conversation. They kissed too.
I see.
My friend sneaked over and eavesdropped to try and figure out what they were talking about. Something about an inheritance?
The inheritance.
By any chance, is this about Grandpa's inheritance?
Probably. I'm gonna tell you everything soon.
Okay, I understand.
Tell the truth, I did think your mom had been behaving a little strange lately.
To be honest, me too.
Really?
Trent noticed it as well.
What are you playing at, Becky? To think you put your children through this.
I think Mom's gross.
Mia. Well, I get it. I guess that's the last thing a kid wants to see their mom doing. I'm sorry you had to see this side of your parents.
Stop it, Dad. You haven't done anything wrong.
Anyway, thanks for letting me know.
What will you do?
I'm still confused, and it's hard to think straight right now. But I'm pretty sure I need to gather more evidence.
Right.
Don't mention this to anyone for now, okay?
Got it. Dad.
Hmm?
I'm on your side.
That's good to know. Thank you.
Hey, sorry my message is late. I'm gonna stay over at my friend's place again tonight.
Your friend?
The girl I always stay with.
The one you made friends with 6 months back over your shared hobbies?
Yeah, that's her. She was talking to me about some things that were bothering her, but I don't think I'll make the last train now. I'm really sorry this happens so often. Me and doing the housework is such a big help.
Nope, this isn't gonna work with me anymore.
Huh?
You're cheating on me, aren't you?
Wait, what?
You're so careless that not just me, but even the kids noticed. I'm just wondering what the hell you think you're playing at. The private investigator said from the beginning you didn't seem concerned about hiding it.
Wow, you hired a private investigator. Fine, I'm having an affair.
You admitted that awfully easily. Should I interpret this as you being prepared for the divorce?
Well, I guess I did. If we've been found out, then I've got no choice. I'd rather just admit it and get it over with quickly than have it get messy and drag on. Besides, getting divorced involves nothing but positives for me.
You've changed.
Huh?
Actually, I have a feeling there's no merit in this affair for you.
Let's just get it out of the way instead of having it turn chaotic. By the way, the divorce papers are in the drawer of my dresser. I'll come and get my stuff when you're not at the house. So I'll leave when you hand them in, up to you. It'd be best if you could get it done this week, though.
I know what you want. You gonna go stay with your lover now?
Yeah, I am. You probably know who he is if you hired a private investigator, right?
Of course.
Well then, I won't go into minute detail, but that is where I'm going. When the compensation and other financial stuff's all been dealt with, give him a call, okay?
Okay.
Bye! Ugh, pick up!
What?
What the hell are you doing? Why do I have to pay compensation? And not just me, but my boyfriend too.
Ah, I see the paperwork arrived.
Ugh, not I see the paperwork arrived. The stuff that's written here. Me and my boyfriend have to pay you compensation? You're not splitting any of your assets? And you won't be paying child support for Mia and Trent? What the hell are you doing?
Is there a problem?
Obviously. First of all, the compensation is paid by the party responsible for the divorce.
You're the one responsible for the divorce.
No, I'm not. What are you saying? It's your fault for not being able to stop my heart from wandering.
Huh?
And the assets. Any assets obtained while married should be split 50-50 in a divorce. To think you try to keep everything to yourself. Are you ashamed to call yourself a man?
Even if I wanted to split my assets with you, you spent nearly all of the money from our shared savings. There was barely $230 left in the account. Taking the compensation and child support into consideration, there was no way you were going to get any assets.
Huh? $230? Don't talk nonsense. You haven't actually forgotten, have you?
Forgotten what?
The $800,000 you inherited. You inherited it while we were married, so it's subject to asset distribution. Basically, it gets split in half, and $400,000 of it is mine.
By any chance, were you being that brazen with your lover on purpose so you could get your hands on the $400,000 when my assets were split?
Bingo. Divorce can't be initiated by the one having the affair, so I waited for you to do it for me. Now me and him will finally get a fresh start and be happy together.
Just hold on a minute. Are you completely unaware that everything you just said is tragically diluted nonsense?
What? Nonsense?
Compensation for infidelity is paid by the party responsible for the affair to the partner they were unfaithful towards. That's why you and your lover will be the one paying me compensation.
Huh?
Also, and this was something my lawyer told me, but he said that property inherited by a spouse during a marriage isn't subject to asset division in the event of divorce.
No way!
My lawyer's number's in those documents. If you don't believe me, feel free to ask him in detail yourself.
Well, what about child support? Surely you'll be paying me child support payments.
I would if you were getting custody of Mia and Trent.
Well, you will then, won't you?
No, I won't.
I'm terribly sorry, but custody of children is always awarded to the mother.
I know that.
Right? Well then, to cover both of them, I want $1,500 per month in child support.
You haven't forgotten how old your kids are, have you?
What does that have to do with anything?
Mia's 16, Trent's 15. They're old enough to decide for themselves who they want to stay with.
Huh? That's a thing?
And FYI, they both said they want to stay with me.
Like hell they did. Children, you know, need their mothers more than their fathers. Not knowing that alone disqualifies you from being a dad. I'll be taking custody of them.
I told you, it's not happening.
Why?
Mia's the one who found out about the affair.
What?
As for Trent, he might not have seen anything directly, but he knew something was off for a long time. Do you really think they'd want to stay with the person responsible for hurting them with their infidelity?
How am I supposed to know that if they don't tell me?
Oh, and they've both blocked all communications from you.
What?
They said they don't want to see your face, and they don't want to talk to you.
No, wait, this can't be.
I think that should tell you how they feel about you.
No way. Does this mean I won't get any money at all?
Obviously. In fact, you'll be the one paying.
No, wait!
All of the details are in the documents I sent you, so make sure you read them thoroughly.
Wait!
You can contact me through my lawyer from now on.
No!
Well then, I'll be blocking you now. My wife's affair was with her then-married ex-boyfriend who was in a relationship of 3 years. My wife and her ex were under the false impression that inherited property would be subject to asset distribution. So they shamelessly paraded their affair out in the open. But their plan was so sloppy and ignorant that I was left completely dumbfounded. Our kids were equally as astonished. After dragging their parents into the mess they'd created, they somehow managed to string together the compensation they owed, and I got all of it in a single payment. Her lover also got a divorce, and of course, they had to pay his wife's compensation too. It's said that money drives people crazy. There's something ironic about the two of them ending up in debt hell totaling over $150,000 because they were so obsessed with it. Now they spend their days working crazy hours living in a rundown apartment while constantly trying to shift the blame onto each other. This is all your fault!